Hello, fellow shipbuilders. Marieville, it's about time, huh? I know that most of you have been waiting for this. If you saw my last build, San Felipe, you kind of knew this one was coming. So, a whopping 2 months is all it took to finish this thing, and I'll talk a little bit about it as I go through it. First of all, I can't recommend this particular kit from this manufacturer. There was a lot of stuff missing in the box, and as far as instructions and stuff, there are hardly anything. They say do this, do that. There's no measurements. There's no nothing. You just have to try and follow the pictures, which are not very good either. But anyway, working on the bottom there, as you can see, look at the deck. You see how it's kind of warped? That's because two things had to happen. I had to put this kind of camber in it so that it's high in the middle and lower on the edges so the water drains off, of course, like most boats are. But also it flips up in the front, and on all the decks they flip up in front, and doing that really caused to ripple and stuff. That's a little jig there I made to put that camber in the deck. Just wet it and let it sit overnight in that clamp. Everything in this kit is covered in strip wood, whether it's the deck as we're used to, but also every single wall or everything else is either horizontal or vertical strips. The thing I will say that's really good about this kit is their laser work. The laser cut stuff, very intricate. The windows and everything, there was no issues. They were all really, really good. So that's about the only plus I can give this kit. There was a lot of things, as I said, missing as far as material, mostly strip wood, and if I hadn't had a pretty good supply from all my other builds, I probably never would have been able to finish this. But anyway, it's coming along. As you see, you can see the decks are kind of flipped up. There's some more pretty fine laser work there. And moving along, if you can see the corners, the rounded corners kind of done with vertical boards. Not the easiest thing to do. Used a lot of Bondo in this thing to try and smooth it out. Didn't come out great, but what the heck. I don't think anybody's ever going to look at it. And there you go there. Let's see, I'm getting a little lost here on what to tell you. A lot of cutting out for the windows and things. One of the best parts of this boat are all the railings, really intricate, but also they're very difficult. There's some more laser cutting work. And the wheel there went together very nicely. There again, really good laser cut work. This door here, see this door? It's cockeyed. See how it tilts backward? I don't know why. Can't fix it, can't do anything about it, so it's there. Now we're getting to where we're going to be starting on the railing stuff pretty soon. These are just little boxed in parts for the tops of the ladders and things like that. Some pretty small work. I had to have my visors on even to see it. It's so small. But got them kind of done. Again, you can see more laser work on all the windows. These things were cut very nice, easy to paint, easy to put on. Stairs, I have an issue with these. They were probably the hardest part of the whole boat because they gave you what you saw there. They gave you the treads, but not the risers. So you had no idea how far to space them apart and how to glue them into that opening. It was just a mess. And if you look too closely at it, you'll see it is a mess. So like I said, hopefully no one's going to look at this too closely. But now we're putting the railings on, and that really dresses up the boat a lot. And it looks really good until you try and go around a corner. And of course, all these railings are straight and the corners are curved. There's an example of how you have to use straight. You can't really make a good looking radius with square railings. Little parts and pieces, big lamp. There's walnut. They did have some good walnut strip wood, and you can see it kind of going in there. And now we're going to start on that top railing. The plastic parts on the top of the stacks there are made out of plastic, and one of them was smashed to smithereens. I couldn't find any glue that would glue it together, and you really can't tell from here. I couldn't get it fixed though, so I just put it in there. And there again, that you can see kind of going around the corners with square railings around a rounded corner. It doesn't look that great, but what can you do? There again, there was no measurements for anything on this. You had to just kind of guess where everything's going to go. All the holes in the deck, you just kind of had to look at one of the vague pictures and try and figure it out. But it's coming along. It's almost done now. Barrels were very nice. And what do you know? We've got a flag. So pretty much done. There again, there's going to be a little paragraph coming up, so I won't repeat that. But it was an interesting build. This is probably going to be my last post. I don't know that I'm going to do any more boats or anything else for a while. I have no room for them, and I'm really rather burned out, as you know, from what I said on my last post of the San Felipe. But here it is, guys. Try one of these if you want, but don't do it from this company. And the company is the Desar model. I'm not sure if it's Italy or Spain that it comes from, probably Italy. Anyway, that's going to be about it. There's not a whole lot else to tell you, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. If you have any comments, you know where to leave them. This is what I'm back to. You probably knew that I've done this one and I stopped work on it. I'm starting to go back on it, and I don't know. It's going to be